Right, folks, welcome to the webcast. My name is Webcaster, but you can call me Webhead, you can call me Amazing, you can call me Spectacular. Well, just don't call me late for dinner, you know what I mean, right? Okay, sit down, shut up, take notes, and I don't have any sort of official leaked information. I don't have a mole at Sony. What I have is a Reddit thread, a couple of trailers, and one deeply concerning that Little Caesars pizza tie-in, and a way too much free time. That's basically the same thing. So today I'm doing something dangerous. I'm gonna talk about how Brand New Day goes before it even comes out. Scene by scene, beat by beat, and if I am right about it, even 60% of it want it on record. If I'm wrong, we are never speaking of this video again. So let's swing it. Did I say swing or wing? I don't know. Okay, so for me, the movie starts, and I think it starts smart. I'm on touch 4 years since No Way Home, and now quick refresher for the two people who didn't cry at the end of No Way Home. Everybody forgets who Peter Parker is. White, clean slate, MJ, Ned, happy, all of them forgot who he is. Now he's just whining off in his old apartment in Aunt May's memory. And everybody online had the same reaction. Peter's alone. Peter's suffering. Peter is broke. Ha! He's off grid, no stock tech, guys. That's the dream. That's what we asked for. You wanted this grounded Spider-Man back. Congratulations. He's got a fully scanned and a bad apartment now. We did this to him. So, for me, the movie opens that Spidey solo hustling, catching force snatchers, basically cosplaying as Spider-Man from 2002, and who's still worried about that rent that he still has to give.
Give me rent.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door!
And somewhere in that montage, we get a couple of crazy cool comic covers that obviously they have just released footage of Tom Holland talking about. And I think we get that amazing Fantasy 15 home out shot. Comic cover freestyle narration saying 4 years of war nobody saw. Because remember, while Peter was off the map, New York was in a mess. Yeah, I'm talking about Daredevil Born Again case where Fisk being a mayor, Bullseye turning his home ground into some shooting gallery, shooting Fisk's wife, Muse sucking out people's blood to turning people into art. Yeah, the city's a war zone, and everyone has been asking the same question. Where is he? Where's Spider-Man? Okay, so bro's fighting out here with Boomerang, Ramrod, Scorpion, and this 4-year highlight reel while the actual city kind of goes into the void. Yeah, priorities, Peter. Priorities. Well, yes. And then the reunion nobody asked for. Matt Gargan. Yeah, he's bald and he's back with a tail.
Did you miss me, Spidey?
Oh yeah, Spidey did miss him. Spidey missed him the amount of smashing him onto a police car. Yeah, last time we saw this guy, he was drowning next to a literal water ferry in Homecoming. Genuinely one of the weirdest, most weird origin story I've ever said out loud. And now he's back for round 2 and then round 3. Classic villain behavior, gets beat and disappear, comes back with a tail force with grudge, zero character development, and a easy hustle honestly. Now here's where it gets a little interesting. And here's who I think the real movie is. I mean, it's not what I think, it's how Tom Holland has already revealed that it is what people are suspecting, and not just suspecting, it is what it is. Like, okay, I'm just waffling around. Because it's not just that the world forgot who Peter Parker is. Peter forgot how to be Parker. You know what I mean, right? All he has left is becoming Spider-Man. So that's the only thing he's feeding on every waking hour, every ounce of himself straight into being Spider-Man over and over again with no off switch. And I think the actual thesis of this movie is what happens to a guy when identity gets stripped down to one function. You lose the man, just keep the spider. Just like this me I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm calling it right now. Kids, take notes. Arachno-frequency. Write that down. Yeah, I found it on Twitter, it's not my term, but remember when Tom Peter literally witnessed first-hand unreleased action footages of his predecessors Andrew and Tobey? Well, yeah, we all saw those movies, and Peter 2, Peter 3 showed up in No Way Home. Andrew, who caught MJ, and Tobey, who's not caught up with his life, and I think after sharing those traumas of their lives of how I don't do breathing, it just comes out of me. Yeah, I think sharing that organic web shooter spot coming straight out of the wrist, no mechanism, no gadget, it went into a twisted tale of a princess story of just biology deciding to get weird. Yeah, like any other princess story. Which is, and I cannot stress this enough, the single grossest form of puberty a 20-something has ever had to go on through on screen. Proves out here having body horror arc, and the only person he can call is
Ah, Hulk, what are you doing to me? Come out! Come out! Come out!
Bruce Banner. Yeah. Yeah, you remember Bruce Banner currently doing the smart Hulk thing, wearing that inhibitor device from his wrist. Yeah, from She-Hulk. Those three people who watched that, and I will not take any follow-up questions if I was one of those people. So yeah, Peter shows up and basically goes,
Get rid of the bad aspects, but keep the good.
okay, so the real fear here is that it's not that I have new upgraded powers, it's that I don't trust myself with them. Which, if you're gonna borrow a plot, borrowing the other and a little six-arm saga flavor from a live-action MCU movie, that's bold. I respect it. Oh yeah, it's wait, which arm was it? Yeah, I respect it. Somebody in the writers' room read actual comics. I want to shake their hand. Meanwhile, because this movie apparently has the destiny of a Christopher Nolan female dream, yeah, the Odyssey. We all knew how the Odyssey helped Spider-Man Brand New Day. Sounds good. There's a whole other storyline running. The ODC, Department of Damage Control. There's a new guy running it, and it's this guy. Wait, who's this guy? Oh yeah, Bill Mesger. He's some sort of mutinous. And like an anti-mutant activist, like, yeah. I love the fact that DODC started with originating the Vulture storyline, and then in No Way Home, they just sort of went after Peter's life, destroying his life, and he has to go to a condo, finding the Sinister Five, but yeah, finally comes up crawling back to Spider-Man because they are short-staffed and desperate. Which, incredible energy says, we hunted you for years, but now we need a favor. Yeah, and they've got a new problem. A runaway mutant with mind hijack powers that I strongly believe is Jean Grey? Yeah. Played by Sadie Sink. Yeah. And if that's real, that Xavier in the casino, everybody frozen brothers trick from X2, I want that whole much bad. Give me the slow motion walk through the post crowd, give me the eyes, I will accept nothing less. So here's my theory on how Peter survives the power. By the way. Lord Armor. I'm kidding. It's a Peter single. Yeah, at once he was not able to dodge a banana, and now he's dodging one of the most powerful telepathic mutants of Marvel's history. Yeah, Peter single. Hell of a power. And now let's talk about the Punisher subplot. I gotta tell you something. I have to tell you something. Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna be honest with you on camera. I don't fully know how this connects. I have got theories. I got vibes. I don't have a clean through line. Bear with me. Frank Castle's after Jean Grey 2. Except I don't think he sees her as a threat. I think he sees a scared kid on the run. And yeah, that's why she's wearing cargo shorts and that leak photos. Okay, you have to understand this guy. He has been out there in the city, open season, shooting every last soul who was involved in the killing of his daughter. Yeah, this guy who also had a Disney Plus special presentation, which I think you guys should watch, Punisher One Last Kill. He literally tried to save a girl of a cafe owner by brutally murdering around 4 to 5 people in front of him, and still managed to get a hug from him. That's cute. So, consistent character, warm person. You can say what you want to say about Frank, but that man has a type of a rescue mission now. Yeah, that was the whole point of Punisher One Last Kill, because he has no other purpose, because he just killed everyone who killed his daughter. Okay. So now we got Spider-Man treating Punisher like a threat, and Punisher treating Jean like a kid to protect, and DODC treating everybody like the problem to solve. So nobody's on the same page. It's chaos. It's beautiful. Yeah. And it's also, if I'm being honest, held together with the narrative Web of Life and Destiny. See what I did there? But that's the half fun of predicting a movie nobody's seen yet. Well, Jean starts digging into Peter's head. Okay, yeah, I did mention that he has powers of Peter Tingle to domain protect his head from those weird telepathic nodes jumping around. But you gotta understand, there are moments where Peter might be vulnerable, opening up his mind, and that's when she takes advantage. Yeah, she takes advantage. I'm saying it right. She finds MJ, and now MJ's a target. Oh yeah, because apparently nobody's memory wipe protects them from telepaths, which fair, Doctor Strange's spell never had that inscription on its manual. Peter swings in, grabs MJ, and does the and hands her off to Punisher for protection, which is either the single most trusting decision Peter Parker has ever made, or the proof that this man has genuinely nobody else left. Possibly both. And somewhere in here, Jean tries to get in folks, too. And folks, as you can see, the inhibitor snaps off. After a decade of waiting, we finally get a full, raging Greeno.
On a high note, huh?
Yeah, not grey, green, loud, furious, and directly clapping Peter. You know what I mean by clapping. I don't have to explain it to you. But big fight, I don't know how it resolves, nobody does, and that's why it's called a prediction, folks. It's not a leak script. Please. And then, because this movie apparently refuses to stop adding plates to the table, the Hand shows up. Yeah, folks? What is this? The Hand. Straight out of Daredevil Season 2 and The Defenders. I need everyone to understand, okay? What's happening on screen right now? Spider-Man? Ninjas. Ninjas! Ninjas! This is not a normal Tuesday villain stuff. This is why they hired Jackie Chan's fight choreography team and asked them to just unleash. Okay. Whoever in the writer's room said, let us throw actual ninjas at Spider-Man. I don't know you. I'll never know you, but I love you. And Destin, if you're watching this, I know you are. Okay, I have 34 subscribers, but I know you are. My mask is off to you. Metaphorically, the mask stays on. Okay. Because remember that gorgeous final image? Okay, I'm speaking to folks who have watched Born Again. By the way, guys, people who haven't watched Daredevil before Spider-Man Brand New Day, what is wrong with you? How haven't you watched the single greatest series on Earth? What is wrong with you? For those who have watched Daredevil Born Again, Murdoch in prison, finding peace, smiling, Frisk alone on a private island, also somehow finding peace. 2 men, 2 different cages. But boy oh boy, I see my man happy in a jail. Yeah, I mean, he tried putting Fisk in a jail and that didn't work out. So he was like, hey yo, I am going to jail myself and be happy about it. Thumbs up. But I think the Hand's not actually after Peter. I think Peter just walks face first into somebody else's war. Daredevil and Hand's war. As you can see, Elektra is also back in Daredevil Born Again Season 3. Yeah, we got some leak footages. And probably protecting Frank. Okay. Possibly tangled up in whatever's left in Elektra's storyline, and that lines up with the TV spot where Punisher's carrying Spider-Man through a hospital hallway like it's a silver lion spider power. Oh my god, it's the glory cover. It's the glory cover. And except this time, it's not a power fantasy. It's 2 guys who got wrecked doing the right thing. Where the hell is my blind boy? Okay, and where the hell is my blind boy? Alright folks, here's the thing. A big one. Yeah, the ones that swing for the fences take. I think Spidey dies at the end of the movie. Yeah, Peter dies. Okay, hear me out. I know you guys have read this bullshit theory on Twitter or some Instagram doomscrolling reel, but Tom Holland's not confirmed for Doomsday. He is confirmed for Secret Wars, somehow rumored to be confirmed. Sadie Sink is also rumored for Secret Wars too, and we already know what's sitting in that No Way Home post-credit scene. Yep. The symbiote. Yep. So, my theory, and again, this is a prediction, not a leak. Please don't clip this out of context. The symbiote's resurrection. Yeah, like the Insomniac Spider-Man 2. Well, I have another video coming up for how Insomniac Spider-Man is actually the DNA of this movie. Peter comes back through it in Secret Wars, new suit, new era, with those whole new powers helping Peter out on the battlefield in Secret Wars. Yeah, I'm talking about the L3R3 situation. This is a proper trivia. Black suit, as in the symbiote suit of Spider-Man, was originally introduced in Secret Wars comic. So, it transitions into essentially his 6th on-screen Spider-Man movie, which would then focus on the bad aspects of having a 6 inches of alien on you.
Web action. See you, chump.
Am I sure about this? Nope. Am I confident enough to say it on camera with my face up a mask? Also no. But that's the bet. I'm putting my chips in. I don't know what happens, but I would love to have a proper symbiote storyline in the MCU. Please give it to me, Tom. I know you have been reading stuff. I know you have been studying a lot, and I know you're onto this. Give it to me. Okay, that sounded creepy. That sounded creepy. Okay, so now that's it. That's the whole storyline, scene by scene, held together by 2 trailers, a Zillow listing, and pure webcast assets. And it's just right. Tell me where I'm wrong, tell me where I'm right. Actually, that's better for my spider ego. Drop your best comments on it. Okay, I may be wrong, so good comments, bad comments. Look, I didn't put on a mask on to develop a personality around what strangers think of me. That's what therapy's for. Compliments or theories, keep them coming. Yeah. Anybody can wear the mask, but not everybody has a mom who still thinks that this is just a phase. Yeah, until then, stay amazing.